Just love hearing about it. And
yeah, just start off real simple and easy, because I do see a lot of guys come and go, and that's probably with any racing, right?
Oh yeah.
You go buy the most expensive thing, you want to do it badass and real hard, but then you hit a stump in the road and you can't afford to do it anymore, so that you got to sell everything. Yeah, I definitely took more of the turtle crawl direction into it.
That's probably the way to do it.
But at the same rate, that's how I was able to stay in Formula D, because you got all these guys that are spending 30 to 100 grand or even more a year, and you know, we're staying within our means of what we break, or you know, what we to break even with, and we're able to keep going. Whereas a lot of guys, they come in, they max out their credit cards, and the next year they're like, oh, you mean I didn't win the championship? All the sponsors didn't just come walking on my door, and then they're out, you know? And it doesn't work that way. I don't think it works that way with any racing. I mean, you got to call the sponsors, you got to make it happen.
Oh, so you did all your own cold calling and everything? Is that how you got picked up?
You know, someone calling you almost never happens, you know, unless you're like on the trophy, you know, getting trophies on the podium, just doing that. Whereas in Pro 2 a couple years ago that I was doing, I did get first place, and then actually that's how Doc got a hold of me. They saw me, you know, holding the trophy up there, and they're like, oh, that's who we want to talk to.
There you go.
That's when that does happen, but there's so much more that happened before that for me to get that trophy and to be on that podium.
Sure. No, I'm sure. So you got to earn every step of the way.
Yeah. I mean, even the local guys at the local track, sometimes I'll talk to them and they're like, yeah, how come these guys don't give us product? And I tell them, I was like, well, look around, there's no one here. It's just you kicking butt here.
No one knows about you.
You have to, you know, social media now is a huge thing. It's like, and you got to get up to the next level of places where there's an audience. You know, it's a salesman's mentality. You can't think of it as a racer, you got to think of it as a salesman to be able to do this.
You got to get it known. Yeah, that's very cool.
That's the big.
So to all the kids out there that are, you know, in their teens and are getting into drifting, or at any age really, what's your advice to them to if they want to be a professional someday?
Well, my biggest advice is, if you want to be a professional, awesome. Try it, you know, definitely try to shoot for it, but it's not just going to happen. There is, get out there and do it. Because I'll tell you, there's been so many of my friends when I first started off, and I'm like, hey, let's go to the track. And they were like, oh, well, I'm going to wait till I get my coilovers. I'm going to wait till I get this. I'm going to wait till I get that. Like, in their mind, they wanted to have the best car. And 10 plus years later, they're still waiting to build their car, and it's still at home. You know, it never got done. Things happen. Whereas I took my car that maybe wasn't the best already, took it to the track, and, you know, developed skill, developed, you know, all the practice, and was able to actually start doing it with it and winning with it.
Sure, you have to put time.
And that's what took me somewhere. So I think if you're at home and you're waiting and you're just building your car, I think that's a waste. Take your car, you know, I mean, as long as it's for drifting, you know, at least, weld the diff, and get out there and have fun.
Just get out there and start doing it.
Yeah, I mean, try to make sure it's not breaking down on you, because that's never fun. That's with the rotary, it slowed me down a lot. You know, good radiator and all that stuff. Just get out there and have fun, and then once you're in competition, because that's the only way you can really start getting sponsors and endorsements and stuff, is getting into competition where people are coming to watch it. Maybe there's some freestyle events where people are coming to watch it, but just make sure you're in that realm and people are watching you, then you can go and find endorsements and stuff like that. But they're not going to come to you.
I mean, that's
find someone that's good at marketing, like, you know, just a family member, a friend. Find someone that's just really good at doing business, and it doesn't have to be racing. You know, they can just be selling tomatoes. You know,
knowing how to get your brand out there.
Knowing how to do a brand. Talk to them. How to help you.
That's it.